Hakam Abraham Hamway wrote that in Halab, the leading rabbis and judges came to the Knis, the synagogue, to perform Hatarah for the congregation. He wrote about Hatarah in his Silichot book, Bet El, which was published in the year 1878. He explained that the reason that the leading rabbis and judges performed the Hatarah in Halab was because they also annulled various forms of excommunications along with the vows, which required rabbis who were proficient in annulments. Hakam Abraham Hamway wrote that Hatarah was done on Erev Rosh Chodesh Elul, Erev Rosh Hashanah, and Erev Kippur. However, in the beginning of the 20th century, Hakam Yosef Abadi Shayo wrote that the first Hatarah was performed on the night of the 20th of Ab, which is 40 days before the holiday of Rosh Hashanah. This is based on the Zohar that taught that one who is guilty of improper speech, which includes unfulfilled vows, or one who has been excommunicated, will not have their prayers accepted for 40 days. Hakam Yosef Abadi Shayo also wrote that first the rabbi would address the congregation with words of rebuke, and then the rabbi would ask for Hatarah from the other rabbis, and they would recite the Hatarah declaration for him. And only after the rabbis performed Hatarah for each other would they then perform Hatarah for the congregation. The book Derech Eretz wrote that the first Hatarah was performed on the 19th of Ab, and even though it was performed during the month of Ab, it was referred to as Hatarat Elul. Derech Eretz also pointed out that at all of the Hatarot, the first one on the 19th of Ab, as well as on the other two, on Erev Rosh Hashanah and Erev Kippur, they also annulled curses in addition to annulling vows. Derech Eretz described the procedure as follows. One representative of the congregation read the request for Hatarah from 10 rabbis, and then the rabbis read the Hatarah declaration. Originally in Halab, the rabbis went from house to house to perform Hatarah for the women, but in later times, the rabbis went to the ladies section in the Knis to perform Hatarah for the women. Here in Brooklyn, the custom developed to perform Hatarah on the Saturday night before the 19th of Ab, again on the Saturday night before Rosh Hashanah, and again on the Saturday night before Kippur, all in the Knis. And it has always been customary for women to attend Hatarah as well. A representative, usually the Hazan, reads the request for Hatarah in front of the rabbis on behalf of the congregation. The congregation joins the representative for the last paragraph of the request. The rabbis then nullify the various types of vows, excommunications, and curses. Then the Hazan and the congregation make an additional declaration regarding future vows and add a short prayer asking Hashem to nullify all curses and excommunications, turning everything into a blessing. The rabbis then accept the declaration and conclude with the verse, "V'atem debekim b'Adonai Elohechem hayim kulechem hayom," which is a blessing for the congregation. Our community never had the custom to annul vows by ourselves without a tribunal of at least 3 rabbis or learned men who recite the Hatarah declaration, or without a representative making the request before the tribunal on behalf of the congregation. Our custom is based on how the custom was practiced in Halab, as described by Hakam Abraham Hamway, Hakam Yosef Abadi Shayo, and the book Derech Eretz.